Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Hey, it's Wayne with HaveToFlip.com. It's hot. We're working, so sweating up a storm in here, trying to get as much as we possibly can done. I have yet to call anybody. Man, it sounds horrible, especially saying it every time. I haven't called anybody yet, but I sat down yesterday and pieced together my resume. So now I have a resume and my references ready, so I can start putting it out there. I had a rough draft from like 10 years ago, so definitely had to revive it. 10 years ago I was big into photography, and I haven't shot in probably 2 years now, maybe 3. So it was very photography based on my resume, so I really had to rewrite everything and kind of start from scratch and just fill in the blanks. So that's at least done. I've looked at a few more. Definitely was surprised at how many part-time jobs were actually out there, direct to hire, instead of running through a temporary agency. So I just assumed a temporary agency could get me in a lot quicker, is why I wanted to use a temp agency. So I'm definitely going to start putting in my applications here, if not a few today. I found a couple really close that I wouldn't mind doing, and I found one that all else fails, the time doesn't really work great, but I got to have something, so we're just going to have to work around what I got, and then I can continuously work that way. There's at least that secondary income rolling in to cover anything that eBay itself isn't covering. So, which is, I have an issue. So, I mean, that's why this whole thing is going on. That's why we're doing what we're doing. If everything was gravy, this definitely would not be the types of videos that I'd be putting out for sure. I still got to find that secret. I'm still looking for it. I thought I found it, and what I found was comfort in knowing that what I had at least covered the bills until things got ajar and they quit covering it. So I'm very happy that I at least got that over. I'm gonna send it out to my wife, let her rough draft it and go over it, so I'm not sending out stuff that looks like absolute trash, because you know when you're typing, all you're doing is just as fast as you possibly can. So I'm sure I misused certain words, so she'll fix all that for me, and we'll get this new era, this new point in our eBay life here on YouTube, a fun little brother or sister job. So it'll be exciting, because I definitely want to compare, when we do this, stuff that we're doing here compared to what a lucrative business is doing, or one that's at least making it where we aren't here. So I honestly think that the warehousing has absolutely nothing to do with it. The only way I would actually learn how to progress is if I can get up front. I gotta get up front. I gotta learn more of the marketing. I gotta learn more of the purchasing aspect, market research. And a lot of these companies that I'm gonna jump into are big companies. So every division doesn't do that. One division does it for everybody, and they just warehouse. So I would love to get into a small company and see. I don't want to say, I want to learn. I want to learn as much as I possibly can. However you want to see that, and progress. And definitely a lot of that is like some upfront stuff. I think I got the back 100% covered. I don't lose stuff. My inventory is minimal to none. In the sense of me actually doing a physical inventory of seeing if the product's there or not. Very minimal items have not been shipped in the 3 years that I've been doing it. I think only 2 of them, and one of them was because I cross post. The other one, I was cross posting from one eBay store to the next eBay store, and somehow I doubled it, and then that one didn't get shipped out. All the other ones I've caught or been able to deflect by having the same item or whatever. So I really don't think my issues are actually physically here. It's more upfront aspects. So I'd love to learn that. That's definitely stuff I need to bunker down on and start actually learning and figuring out, and ensuring that this time around, when I start regrowing this thing back into the beast that it needs to be, that I'm not losing track of it, and I'm not eating all my profits up and everywhere else. So that's where we are. At a point I'm going to get into that, what I'm going to start holding back, how much needs to come back into the company, how much needs to be held for paying employee me, and how much taxes need to be held back and everything like that. As of right now, that hasn't been done. So this year, when taxes came, we filed taxes, and then I borrowed that money, and then I'm paying that loan off. So I don't want to do that this year. We'll get the next job in early. I say early, it's July already, or August almost. So I'm cutting it really close. Stupidity on me. Obviously somewhat of a procrastinator. So that's it for today. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update of where we are today and what we're doing. All the orders have already been shipped and done. We already pulled those early this morning. I got some shoes all processed, so top row is almost full again, which is nice. I've been looking for more shoes. Every time I go out, I buy a couple pairs. So I do enjoy the shoes and the processing of the shoes and how fast the shoes actually move out. So that's where we are. I hope everybody had a great day. I hope your sales are up. Someday mine will be. Until then, peace. Unfortunately, all good things have to come to an end. And here we are. So if you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you'd like to continue to follow my journey, make sure you subscribe. So until then, I'll catch you on the flip side. Good night. Goodbye. See you later. Toodaloo.